Hello and assalamualaikum everybody, welcome back to the channel 1 here, your resident guitar player / M tester for today, coming to you from Ceritun HQ down in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And today on the bench, we have a returning contestant. So this is the FAS 50 with the addition, with the SRV mod. So the SRV mod is kind of like a mid scoop, so when you engage it, switch it upwards, and so on. Okay, let's take a look at the layout. Very quick and simple layout. So we have your overdrive and clean channel over here. This select the switch, excuse me, and we do have a clean mode over here. So that's the clean and crunch. So let's put it on clean. We do have a bright on the overdrive channel, so that is from what I've been told, that's the Warren Haynes mod. So that's kind of like came standard with the FAS 50, whereas the SRV mod you kind of have to specify that to Nick for him to put it on. But the Warren Haynes mods is always, it's standard. It's always going to be there. And then you have a bright toggle switch for your clean channel. And let's take a look at the knobs. So this here is a preamp knobs, preamp level. So that's for your normal and overdrive. So just for because we did get a lot of requests of doing like a Warren Haynes kind of tune, the kind of tone, excuse me, Warren Haynes kind of tone. So what I did was I went into YouTube and searched for his settings. So this is basically his settings. So on his amp, he didn't use the normal channel, so it's always off. But for this video, we're gonna use it anyway. So let's put it at the same level as the overdrive. But again, we'll twist and turns the knobs. So yeah. But here is where I would like to keep it as is. So the overdrive is at overdrive preamp is at where is that? That's about 10 o'clock. Yes. Bass is about 11 o'clock. Middle is about 12 o'clock. Treble is about 1 o'clock. Okay, this master will twist and turns. Presence is about 1 o'clock. And on his amp, on the research I did, if you can call it research, in YouTube, he doesn't have a depth knob. So let's put it off for a while and then we'll gradually turn it on. And also there's a PPI MV knob over here. That's your post-phase inverter master volume. So yeah, for now, I'm bypassing it, so it's full. At the back, there's two effects loops. Effects loop 1 is as per the original, that's before the tone stack. And you have another effects loop 2 that's after the tone stack with it's a buffered effects loop with an on-off switch. And in this case, it's off. And this amp comes with a half power switch. So it is turned to full power. And a bunch of speaker outs. Yeah. And also, if I'm not mistaken, there's a line out jack, line out output over there at the back, so that you can feed your effects for your, like your, if you want to do your wet, dry, wet kind of thing. Basically, it's for processing, or you want to send it to what you call that, like a cat sim box kind of thing, like the torpedo cap M, I think, or something like that. So you can have another cap sound if you want, but bear in mind that if you're using the line out, this thing still has to plug into a dummy load. So because it's not running off the speaker out, so you still need the speaker to a speaker or some sort of a load to just load the sound, load the amp. So basically, the line out sound is basically unsimulated, unemulated signal of the amp. Yeah. So that's the amp. Again, the settings, I've tried to recreate faithfully to what Warren Haynes' settings are. So yeah, so from there going into that, excuse me, is my Les Paul, since Nick already has been said that I'll be using my Les Paul, so yeah, why not? This is the Les Paul. So I'm kind of like been itching to try a Les Paul with the FAS anyway. So yeah. So from the FAS, from the amp, we go into our PDI speaker simulator, Palmer, and from there I have a speaker tap output to our 2x12 cabinet with WGS ET 65s in it, with one of the speakers is mic'd up with SM57 right in between the paper and the cone. So that's the miking setup. And from the PDI goes into one inputs of one of the inputs in my interface, so that we can process the analog cap sim sound. So mainly I use it for affected sound. So yeah, and then I'll kind of blend them both. So it's not really the mic on one side or the cap sim on the other side. No, not really. I just blend them both in the center, and I'll tweak them to taste. Yeah, that's it. That's the amp. That's the guitar. This is me. I'm going to stop yapping and we're gonna start playing. That is just the clean channel straight up. So, as you all know, the clean channel itself, the normal channel, right? On the clean mode, it is actually volume-wise, it's way down there. So I kind of have to like boost both the master and the normal as well. So that is just the clean sound. So a little bit of hair and grit, where you can clean up with just your volume knob, kind of like this. kind of like that. So what we're gonna take a look at is, let's dial in the depth and see what that sounds like. So that's, adds up again the bottom end and all that. So let's take a look at the, let's put on the bright and see how that sounds. Yep. Alright, that's the bright toggle switch. So let's try the SRV mod and see how that sounds. Instant grit. So I'm going to attempt something blasphemous. So just indulge me for a while. So yeah, that's the just the clean channel. So I am having fun. So all right. So we've gone through the clean channel. So now I'm going to switch on the crunch mode. So for comparison, this is the clean mode. Right, so now crunch mode. So this is going to be loud. So we're going to turn it down all the way. Still a bit too loud. that's about it. Maybe the normal we go down to about it's about 10 o'clock. So hey. Even on the crunch mode, I still can clean up my sound using the volume knob. So right now my neck volume is about 7.5, so it's clean. So if I do the same on my bridge pickup, still. Some funky stuff. Well, yeah, and I left the SRV mod on. That's the clean channel and crunch mode. You can actually chuck some rhythms. Maybe switch it off and see how it sounds. Switch it on again. Maybe turn down the bright. That's the crunch channel. Alright, now let's take a look at the OD channel. So just to recap, this is the this was the previous crunch sound. Now OD. So what I'm going to do is, because the setting is as per, I tried to follow Warren Haynes' settings. So let's try if I can get close to it. So guitar volume is about 7, I think both at 7, and see how that sounds. Maybe let's raise up the volume by 1 notch, 8. Both volume, excuse me. So let's go into that Warren Haynes mod. I'm just gonna leave this as is because I like it so much. So let's go down. It is a 3-way toggle. So in the middle is bypass. So let's go down switch. So first bright cap, same volume level. Bright all the way up. Oh wow! You tell me whether we captured that or not. But in here, oh my goodness! Wow! So let's try something else. I'm gonna turn down the bright all the way down because that's where initially I liked it. So. Wow. I mean, again, I'm speechless. I didn't necessarily need to play all those shreddy stuff because the amp kind of like speaks for itself. I mean, of course it can handle that, but since I'm using a Les Paul and all that, why not we try something different? Because I want to see what other colors that this amp offers, and on the clean channel alone, it offers a lot. I mean, it can pass. I mean, I can bring it to a jazz gig. I mean, you don't have to talk about the crunch and the OD. The crunch and the OD kind of like speaks for yourself already. But what surprised me the most was the clean channel. I mean, you kind of have to tweak and balance it with the OD. But yeah, besides that, it's a good sounding clean channel. I'm quite surprised why most people that use these amps, or most people that know about this amp, they don't really talk about the clean channel, where I'm genuinely surprised. Yes. And again, folks, if you have any questions, please do direct them to nick@cherrytone.com. That's the email. And if you just want to, browse through and satisfy your window shopping, you can just check it out at the check out the catalog at www.cherrytone.com. That's the website. And on that note, folks, Juan here, your resident guitar player /amp tester, calling it a day. I'll be seeing you again soon, folks. Thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. Please do comment, leave a like, share the videos across your social media platform, and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. And that's it from me, folks. Assalamualaikum and bye-bye. See you again next time. Cheers.